Hello, hello again. My name is Jack Taylor, and I am here with Imagine Easter Part 4. Beauty like this makes it easier to imagine Easter. You know, the 4.5 centuries of slavery promised by God to Abraham came to pass when his descendants slogged their way through slavery in Egypt. Nothing is an accident. Moses is born into impossible realities, and he's raised in impossible glories among the family of Pharaoh. His mother, Hatshepsut, becomes Pharaoh and raises him to take the throne. Intrigue and foolhardiness cascade to eliminate his own design to rescue his people. So he flees into the wilderness, and he's lost in obscurity among the shepherds for 40 years. And when he is sun-baked and tongue-tied and humbled, Jesus, the I Am, meets him in a burning bush and sends him back to Pharaoh to rescue the groaning and the weary. Now, every god in Egypt is exposed as a fraud, and the nation is reduced to ruins. And in the middle of the chaos, a clear picture of Easter shines through. The firstborn of Israelite families are redeemed through the blood of a perfect year-old lamb smeared along the tops and sides of the door frames. The calendar is going to change to mark this as a new beginning. The sense of urgency and readiness for departure and separation must be clear. Nothing is to remain, no food, no possessions. And then these words: the blood will be a sign for you on the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. From this night, for century after century, a lamb will give up its blood. And when the blood is seen, the death angel will pass on by until Easter. At Easter, the eternal lamb will shed its blood, and the death angel will pass on by all those who take refuge under the Lamb's blood. As every house in Egypt wails the loss of a legion of firstborns, Moses leads the redeemed out of their slavery. Step by step, they unleash the years of the lashes. Step by step, they embrace the unknown until they meet the impossible. As an army of fury thunders behind them and the uncrossable sea surges ahead of them, they are stopped, protected only by a pillar of cloud and fire. The plan of God is a trap. And while the escapees feel it is a trap for them, the God of cloud and fire orchestrates a final trap to further humiliate the enemy. And at the very place where we are most weak and helpless, God's strength rises up to deliver. Such is the story of Easter in the words, "The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still." The sea opens under the rod of Moses, and the wind overpowers the waves. And while God holds off the pursuers, the pursued scramble through the way where there was no way. All night, the dry ground beckons the panic to press on through the watery walls. And when the enemy slips onto the narrow route, the Lord jams their chariot wheels so they can't drive. Now, before they can retreat, the rod of Moses is extended again over the waters, and the watery grave claims its own. And so the Easter story has two more images to laud: the shed blood of a lamb which redeems and causes death to pass on by, an impossible path which opens as a source of life for the people of God while closing as a source of death for those who aren't. Forever, this image will be the source of song for the rescued. Like Don Moen's song, God will make a way when there seems to be no way. Being rescued doesn't mean being perfected inside. There are many steps left until Easter. The law will not be enough to change us. The rule of kings will not be enough to make us right. Something more is needed, and so we march on toward Easter. Join me tomorrow as we imagine Easter together.